Before you spend $1 on your Lake Tahoe Airbnb, you need to know this. Not all upgrades are created equal. Want to know which upgrades could drive $20,000 to $30,000 more revenue for your Tahoe Airbnb? Stick around. We're going to break down the exact numbers. Hi, I'm Michael Saade, a short-term rental owner, investor, and manager. I work with Airbnb owners every day to increase revenue, secure better reviews, and stand out in a market where shorter booking windows are shrinking and nightly rates are under pressure. If you're feeling the strain or wondering how to gain an edge, focusing on your guest experience is key. And today I'm sharing 5 high-impact amenities that can boost your property's revenue and visibility. I broke down data from STR Insights of over 4,000 active Airbnb properties around Lake Tahoe. Adding the right amenities does more than improve guest experience. It impacts search ranking because guests search for specific amenities when they look for a property, and having those amenities can improve your search ranking drastically. It impacts revenue potential because each upgrade I'm sharing today has the potential to bring you measurable return. Lastly, it impacts review quality because adding the right amenities create memorable moments guests rave about. But remember, location, design, and guest experience all matter too. These ROI-driven upgrades are just one piece of the puzzle. So let's start with an EV charger. What if I told you a $2,500 upgrade could bring you $14,000 annually? EV chargers are one of the lowest cost, highest return upgrades you can make. Only 8% of Tahoe Airbnbs have them, but 25% of the cars sold in California last year were electric. Let's break it down. 5-bedroom properties with an EV charger make an average of $14,000 more per year. Install costs $300 to $500 for a charger, $1,000 for material, and $1,500 for labor and contingency. That's 3 to 5 times your return in 1 year. I'd say it's a pretty good emphasis. And here's the other factor. If 92% of listings don't have this, it means you're almost guaranteed to land on page 1 when someone searches for it. We have a Tesla in our family, and I can tell you firsthand that finding a place with a charger is hard, and we filter for it every time. Now let's look at hot tubs. Not having a hot tub could be costing the average Tahoe Airbnb owner up to $29,000 a year. 66% of listings have them, but for the larger homes, the absence creates a major earnings gap. Let's break it down to 4-bedroom homes though. The average 4-bedroom STR earns $21,000 more with a hot tub, but that's not a cheap install. Estimate about 18 grand. $7,500 for the tub, $2,000 for delivery and setup, $2,500 for electrical, $4,000 for concrete or deck support, and $2,000 for contingency. It's a project, but the ROI can be real. Even if you spend 22 grand, $29,000 after that is huge. Plus, nothing beats the marketing shot. Snow falling, stars above, it's priceless. Now, let's talk about fire pits. You might not believe it, but it's the highest ROI in Tahoe. It costs under $3,000 to put one in. Fire pits are not only budget friendly, they're incredibly photogenic. Only 11% of Airbnbs in Tahoe have them. It's a standout feature. When we look at 6-bedroom homes, the difference is $83,000 per year. Install budget, $7,500 for the pit, $1,000 for chairs, $350 for lights and string lights and poles, $900 for contingency. That $3,000 is a huge bump. And the photos, golden hour, sunset with guests and the fire going, imagine how you'll sell that property. Just make sure you know local safety rules and regulations. Now saunas. A sauna in Tahoe isn't a luxury anymore. It's a marketing and revenue driver. Let's talk the numbers. 92% ROI is the average return, and only 7% of the 5-bedroom Tahoe properties have them. It's a rarity and even more appealing. Install estimates, $5,000 for the sauna, $2,500 for materials, $2,500 for install and contingency, coming in at $10,000. Pair that with a fire pit, and you've got a wellness-forward, photogenic retreat, and a serious marketing advantage. Last one, barbecues. This might surprise you, but skipping it could hurt your bookings with 95% adoption rate in Tahoe. Guests count on it. The only case where we didn't see a strong revenue correlation was in 4-bedroom homes. But across the board, barbecues are low cost, must have. I can't think of a single summer trip to Tahoe where it didn't begin with a barbecue. There are some local rules around installation and regulations, so you need to figure out if your property qualifies. But if it does, it's a no-brainer. No single amenity will guarantee success, but the right upgrades chosen strategically in Tahoe's unique market can deliver a serious revenue gains and serious marketing gains. So whether it's ambiance with a fire pit, visibility with an EV charger, or a wellness forward feature like a sauna, these upgrades work best when paired with great design, great experience, and strong marketing. Want to know which one is right for your property or how to maximize your ROI? Don't guess. Send me a message and I'll help you run the numbers.